What's going on, boys and girls? It's Tuck. Per usual, whenever we have a video that is me talking over gameplay, it's not going to be that fun of a video. Today's video is going to be more of an open discussion, though, as opposed to me ranting. I want to talk about things that may or may not be happening in Season 3, things I want, things I expect, things that I think really need to happen, because along with the launch of Season 3, we're getting a new season of ranked play for Vanguard, and I would like to touch on that, but the reason we're having this video today is because I have a doctor's appointment. At the time this video went live at 10 a.m. My appointment was at 9:15, so my appointment may or may not be over at the time you guys are watching this, but I just wanted to get a video out because I did not have a lot of time to record a video because I have to be up super early, so I have to go to bed at a reasonable time, and I had to prepare for my doctor's appointment to get all my paperwork in order, because if you guys have been around the channel for a little bit, you know that about a month and a half ago, I got new insurance, which was an absolute pain in the ass because the American healthcare system just can't be simple, so I needed to make sure I had everything I needed for whenever I go tomorrow, just to make sure they would not make me pay full price for something that they scheduled and are making me do. Now that that is out of the way, the gameplay in the background is just a Berlin hardpoint. It's a quad 40 bomb from the boys. It's one of the few matches of Berlin hardpoint I've had in this rank where everybody understands their roles and plays it basically perfectly. But now that we have all that background information out of the way, we know why we're here, we know what we're supposed to be doing. Let's hop into the discussion, and this is an open discussion. If you guys at any point feel like you need to comment on something, you want to give your thoughts on something, maybe I forgot something, I'm not perfect, the comment section's down below. By all means, put your comments down there, say whatever you want, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Other people's opinions don't upset me, and if you say something completely out of pocket, YouTube will just delete the comment before I ever see it, so by all means, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. So starting off with broad strokes, what do I want from Vanguard in general with Season 3? Obviously, I want new content. I want new guns, I want new maps, I want maybe some limited time modes, some new cosmetics for the people in the game that care about that, because I'm a man of the people. I want people to care about Call of Duty Vanguard because at the end of the day, I am a Call of Duty Vanguard content creator. I would like people to care about the game, thus potentially caring about what I do on YouTube. And also because whenever people care about the game, they might care about the esports side, which also benefits me because I get to not hear people complain about how low the viewership is for the CDL on Twitter. Some of the most mind-numbing tweets I ever have to read, by the way. Another reoccurring theme of today's video is going to be that I want them to do this, but I want them to do it more than they've done in the past. Because Season 2 for Vanguard started off super duper strong. They gave us some really cool guns to mess around with, they gave us some new maps that weren't terrible, and then it just feels like they gave us those and we're like, maybe they'll forget that they're supposed to get more content. Because by the mid-Season 2 update, I don't really remember if we got anything noteworthy. Was that when we got the KGM40 and the Whitley? I actually can't remember. Somebody fact check me in the comments, but if that's when we got that, fair play. We got two new guns at the mid-season update, but at the same time, those guns broke the game. The Whitley is the best gun in Call of Duty Vanguard, and it is not even, like, trying to be hidden. Some other general fixes for Vanguard. I would like them to try to figure out what the hell the issue with the packet burst is. I don't know how what are we, 7 months into the game's life cycle? 6-7 months into the game's life cycle at this point, we're still having a packet burst issue that we had in the beta. Granted, it's gotten way better. It's not completely fixed. I'm still getting packet burst in ranked matches, by the way. Like, way more than I probably should, which any amount of packet burst is way too many. I want them to try to figure out what the hell is going on with that, because it's not an issue we've had in any other COD that I can remember. Another issue I would like them to look into, and I don't know why this happens, I don't know if it's a problem across multiple people or if it's just a me-specific thing, but whenever I play the game sometimes my game will just go straight Play-Doh mode. It'll look like PUBG Xbox One Edition. I don't know why that is, because it shouldn't be a hardware problem, which leads me to think it's a game side problem, because for reference, my PC, which is what I play on PC, my PC, I have a 2070 Super graphics card. It's not the best thing in the world, but at the same time, it's a pretty damn good graphics card. It should have no problem running Vanguard, and I just don't really understand why my game looks as bad as it does sometimes, like with, like, even textures on my gun not loading. Like, I'm paying for these cosmetics for my optic camo, and then all my stickers that are optic Texas logos are blurry as shit. The ground doesn't have any textures, the buildings look like they're fucking falling apart and melting. Like, I don't know why that's a problem. Like, the character models are fine, they're still loading in, some textures just sometimes disappear, which if you ever watch my videos and you see me playing Gavu 2 or Hardpoint Control and Ranked Play, and the tank that's on, like, the bottom B point for domination just isn't there, it's a game problem, I feel like, because I don't feel like that's an issue that should be happening with my PC hardware. I could be wrong. If you guys have a fix for that, I'd love to know that in the comments as usual, but I feel like that's a game side problem they need to fix, because I've looked into into it on my end, I can't for the life of me figure out what it would be, because all my settings are relatively high settings, aside from shadows, which are completely turned off for the most part, because you don't need shadows. But I don't know, that is what it is. So that's the broad stroke Vanguard updates I would like to see. I would like to see what they've been doing, just do more, bro. We need more content. I need more stuff to make as a content creator to help promote the game, because you guys need all the help you can get, and me making my videos is part of the help. I'm hoping that's one of the things that does change whenever Activision is taken over by Microsoft fully, that they kind of realize that content creation is gonna help their games succeed way more than just making stupid cosmetics for people. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed trends over the past few years. There have been peaks and valleys whenever it comes to COD. This is going to be a little bit of an off-tangent rant, then we'll get back on track, I promise. BO3 was probably the best time in Call of Duty history for content, and like the game being popular and stuff like that. Even the esports side of the game was popping off in BO3. You guys are gonna be like, oh, but what about Black Ops 2 in the comment section? I get it, I get it. There are certain content creators that were having their way with Black Ops 2, and I cannot deny that, but just in general, for the overall community, BO3 was like the peak existence for COD content, the game being good and esports being good. We need to recreate BO3, and I just don't think we can do that with the way we're going about stuff as it is right now, because we were getting a lot of content drops in BO3. We were getting a lot of cosmetics, a lot of DLC weapons. They continue to support that game through its life cycle forever. We got a lot of interesting maps in BO3. We need to recreate what we did with BO3, and we need to start with Treyarch, and I'm glad that the developing studios are kind of working together now, because now we can have all that stuff happening year-round for every game, because the studios are just working together, and they'll get certain parts of the game. And that was my little side tangent on that. I kind of hope we get back to that point, because that was a really good point in COD history. And now, ranked play specific things I would like to see change. Number one, they're already making us redo our placement matches. That was my number one complaint in the last video I made like this. I just want the opportunity to replay my placements so I get put into a higher rank, so I don't have to start from the very bottom and work my way through the cesspool I'm currently in. I still feel like we don't gain enough SR for a win consistently enough, and I still feel like we lose too much on a regular basis as well. Because like there are going to be games where I'm playing ranked play and I'll have like a 60 kill bow cage hardpoint with a minute of hardpoint time and I'll get 10 SR, and then the next game I'll have a teammate leave and I'll have to play the match out 3v4, and then I'll lose 20 SR because my teammate left. Like, why is my teammate leaving my fault? And I understand maybe the algorithm they use for the SR doesn't really work like that. Maybe it's not smart enough to figure out like, hey, that guy left the game, maybe we shouldn't punish them like this, but at the end of the day, maybe it should work like that? I don't know, just a thought. Another thought I had in my head that I would like to see that I know is probably not gonna happen is I had an idea that like whenever we're like loading into a lobby and the lobby never starts because someone Alt F4s between when the lobby like loads in and then the loading screen for the lobby, and then the game ends after like the 30-second countdown timer goes away. You have to think that like that waiting period is like 3 to 5 minutes of our time whenever the game just ends because someone Alt F4'd. I would like us to get it like 3 SR. Everybody in the lobby gets 3 SRs, like a consolation prize for having their time wasted by the 8th douchebag. Because that 8th douchebag, he's gonna lose 50 points of SR. He's losing his SR. The rest of us in the lobby, I feel like if we wait out that time period, we should get like 3 SR at the bare minimum, at the maximum as well. Just across the board, we get 3 SR. We get something for having our time wasted, right? I'm sure a lot of people are going to agree with that idea in the comments section. I'm sure everybody at Sledgehammer and Treyarch is going to be like, ooh, that's a cringe idea. We're not going to do that because why would we reward you for doing nothing? And then the next and really my final talking point, because I'm probably running out of time at this point in the video, I would like more maps in ranked play. We need more maps in the competitive version of the game, whether it be ranked play, the pro scene, the amateur scene, wagers, GBs, I don't know. We just need more maps in rotation. I've been hearing rumors since like the 3rd week of the game that we were going to get a remade London Docks. I'm still waiting for that because London Docks would work great for all 3 game modes. Along with that, we need to see some maps shuffled out of the current rotation because they are just horse shit to play. Pardon the language, but it's just true. Gavu 2 Control needs to go, or they need to adjust the spawns heavily. Desert Siege S&D is one of the worst game modes in COD history, so that needs to go. I would like them to replace Bow Cage S&D because that's not very fun either in my opinion. It's just kind of blind countering bomb sites. There's not a lot of competition, not a lot of brain activity going on in that playlist, in that map. Like in Cold War last year, we already had like 4 maps added into rotation at this point in the game's life cycle, and they made the game game mode better. Like, I'm still waiting for that moment in Vanguard, and I just hope it comes because we need it. And like, the month off that Vanguard has right now for esports between the majors and the next regular season stint would be the perfect time to test out new maps and modes and players and scrims and stuff. But at least as far as I'm aware, they haven't announced anything publicly, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if it is happening, but it needs to happen. We need new maps and modes in Vanguard if we want it to get better. And like, that's really all I can think about off the top of my head to change. Like I said, I'm not perfect. If you guys think I'm forgetting something, which I definitely am, by all means, the comment section is down below. Leave your thoughts down there. Leave me some positive vibes if you don't have any critiquing for Vanguard in the comment section. Give me some positive vibes for my doctor's appointment. Let me leave that room with some good news. I hope you guys have a great day after the video ends. Drink your water. I'll talk to you in tomorrow's video per usual. We'll be back to some normal shenanigan type videos where we're actually playing matches that matter. And yeah, peace, boys and girls.
You're mowing them down! Hardpoint confirmed! Hardpoint is ours! Hardpoint is active! Well played and well earned.